Laetitia Sheriff is a musician from France. After releasing 3 studio albums and performing at major festivals across Europe, she spent some time checking out the music scene on the other side of the pond, traveling around the USA. She wanted to check out New York, especially the Bronx. This city has given the world a lot, but the Bronx is the only borough that can say it's the birthplace of hip-hop. And Grandmaster Kaz was there from the very start.
We're here.
Yeah, just here.
This is hallowed ground. You know where we are?
In the Bronx?
In the Boogie Down Bronx, but more specifically, we're at the birthplace of hip-hop.
Here?
This is 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, the building that DJ Kool Herc and his family lived in, and the site of the first documented hip-hop party given on August 11th, 1973. So Kool Herc's sister, Cindy, was having a going back to school party. She got her brother Herc to play the music, 25 cents for girls, 50 cents for guys, and the place was packed. This is the man recognized as the father of hip-hop. I mean, this is just one of the examples of all the elements that are involved in our culture. The MC, the graffiti, and the b-boy, boombox, intact. Check out the next thing.
Yeah!
You're gonna like this, you're gonna like this.
Yeah, boy!
Now, believe it or not, there's a lot of famous people that come from the Bronx besides Jennifer Lopez. Now, I'm sure you know about the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right? Well, here in the Bronx, we don't put stars on the ground, we put a street sign up with your name.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you. I was inducted into the Bronx Walk of Fame 10 years ago. And out of all the accolades and all the awards and things that I've received, this is the one I'm most proud of.
Oh, you deserve it.
Well, thank you. This is the Big Pun mural. He was the first Latin rapper to go platinum. He is a legend here in the Bronx, and he comes from this area. Before you go, I gotta leave you with one thing. See, I'm a Bronx brother, and I don't beg your pardon. I was 12 or 13 when hip-hop was starting. I helped lay the cement, and when the concrete hardened, I watched hip-hop grow out this concrete garden. I put it in around the world, as well as the hood. Put the BX on the map, repped as well as I could. I ain't visiting no chick, I got keys, I'm a resident. I ain't no client, I'm the Bronx Borough President.
Walking around with one of hip-hop's earliest influences and hearing stories of the Bronx's connection to rap history was incredible. There's another poet who left roots in the Bronx, Edgar Allan Poe.
Most people don't think of the Bronx when they think of Poe, but this was the last home that he ever lived in, so it's very important. You know, if you're in New York City and you're a Poe fan, this is the only historical house that Poe lived in. This has to be the place you come.
In this cottage, the spirit of the master of the macabre is still very much alive. If you want to find incredible, diverse food in New York City, try the Bronx, where places like La Morada have been serving authentic Oaxacan food for over a decade.
When you come here, you're sitting with all my family members, having the best traditional Oaxacan fare in the South Bronx.
How do? You do like this?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's clear why La Morada's been praised by the New York Times and the New Yorker.
In order to understand the beauty of the Bronx, you have to see the whole picture. It's a very friendly neighborhood, and I think that's what keeps the Bronx alive. So it's not a matter of saying this food is delicious and La Morada is delicious, because we're not only La Morada, we are part of the community.
It's so easy to think of New York as a concrete jungle, but that's not the whole story.
I'm Nick. Welcome to the garden.
Thank you, I'm Laetitia.
In the middle of all this outer borough concrete, brick and steel, there are 250 acres of wetlands, gardens and lush landscape, home to over 1 million plants.
We are inside the seasonal galleries of the Enid Haupt Conservatory. This is where we have our seasonal exhibitions. These big blockbuster exhibitions focus sometimes on high-profile people like Frida Kahlo, Charles Darwin, Claude Monet. Right now, this is Georgia O'Keeffe, Visions of Hawaii. Things like the Holiday Train Show recur every year. Children are amazed by some of the large model trains that go through these landscapes, and we make those landscapes out of plant parts. We're a cultural institution that's one of the jewels of New York City, and we have people coming from around the world. You see all the different outdoor gardens that we have, like the rose garden and the native plant garden. So all these different trees from around the world. So you can see we're in the hanging baskets gallery here. Right overhead, we have our staghorn fern. And this is exactly how it grows. That's not a combination of ferns, it's one big fern. The leaves look like the horns of a stag. And people who are coming for the first time, it's like they're discovering something new. And people who come here year after year, they see some familiar things, but it's always something fresh and new.
The Bronx is literally the top of New York City. The music and literary history is legendary. The botanical gardens are a world of their own. And the food is incredible. The Bronx is the real deal.